time. Oh wait, I'm the one who started it. Oops. It's never time. Do we have the time to be with the time? Why isn't this working? It's like it worked. Because I didn't have it tilted enough. I'm not tilted enough. I'm not in the right position. Here we go. Man, I got a little Fleming. Running late tonight. Didn't even put my seatbelt on. Running late. What the fuck are you doing? This person is not crossing the street. Oh my God. They are crossing the street with their dog. But they're not at a crosswalk. They were just standing. Yeah, and that dog is so old doesn't want to cross the street. Doesn't want to go for a walk. That dog knows it's too hot to go for a walk. And this person dead stop on a highway. You know, it's the part of the highway that's going through town. But still, you just have to slam on your brakes and make everyone else behind you almost kill themselves because you see someone who wasn't really trying to cross the street. Like they were gonna cross the street, but they were gonna wait for their opening. And you were just like, here's an opening. Here you go. Man, people are just nuts. King of all this, what's up? Devil horns. Oh, I'm scared. Oh man, what about that Taylor Swift Travis Kelce wedding? Was it really a Illuminati satanic ceremony or something? Were they sacrificing babies and eating faces of like retarded people? Oh man, no, I mean Down syndrome. Sorry, I don't mean to, anyway. Yeah, I told my wife about that. Now my wife, she's not into any of that kind of stuff. I mean, she barely scratches the surface of the internet. You know, she's the deepest she goes is like is meeting somebody and then going on their Facebook and looking at all their stuff and figuring out who they are and all that stuff. Probably, yeah. I mean, probably it probably was. Everyone had to sign an NDA to go to this wedding, and then I don't know if you've seen the pictures of Taylor Swift next to the leader of the Satanist or the witch Satanist cult from like the 80s. She was on one of those shows, you know, Sally Jesse Raphael or one of those things where they look almost exactly alike. Almost like maybe that was her mother, or maybe Taylor Swift is just jumping from body to body. You know, she did some sort of ritual and then jumped into the young body of a kid and then grew up to look like herself from before. I don't know. Is it possible to do that kind of stuff? Man, it's like I want to be a scientific person, and I want to not be. I was just checking for my wallet. I've always been very into hard science. Hard. What's up? Who's this? Those eyes? Shorty. Well, I'm probably 5'10" even. I might be 5'9" ¾ now. It used to be 5'10" ¾ but I am getting older, and I think I actually shrunk already. You know, by the time you hit like, you're hitting 40, you're starting to shrink. Although, I need to do some like back stretches. Maybe that'll decompress some of my my vertebrae. Although I did move a lot of 50-pound bags yesterday at work, and I think that may have, you know, it may have compressed it a little bit, you know. So, man, yoga. I got to do yoga. Anyway, so yeah, I like to consider myself a very scientific person. But the longer time goes on and the more information that gets out there on the internet about magic and about blood rituals and sacrifice and, you know, demons and even aliens possibly being entities from another dimension that could have been considered angels or demons, or I don't know, man. Science is, or the reality of our dimension of our existence is a lot more layered and multifaceted than I think we're willing to admit. Well, apparently, major disclosures are going to happen. I mean, they're slowly rolling out, slowly. And again, maybe it's good that they're rolling it out very slowly. Asking for a friend, asking for science. Is this the place men go to kiss other men? Yes, of course. What's wrong? Hey, Italians in Italy, the men kiss each other. They, oh, buonasera. Hey, ciao, ciao. They give a little kiss, little peck. They hold hands and they walk around. You know, it's the Romans. The Romans did it. I don't know why there's such a big problem with, you know, these sorts of things. You know, I'm sure there were transgenders in Roman times too, right? Y'all started that. I'm just saying. It's a, but so I mentioned to my wife the other day, hey, you know, people are saying that this wedding, this Taylor Swift wedding, was this ritual, the satanic ritual, and blah blah blah. And she just, like, you know, she gives me the eye roll, the scoff and the eye roll, like she does for most things I say. And say, yeah. Like I said, she scratches the surface of the internet. She literally started interneting like a week ago. 2 weeks. I've been here 2 weeks. So then I find the leaked little video that shows all of the people up on stage during the wedding party, on stage on a checkerboard floor with what looks like the Illuminati all-seeing eye projected behind them. And I was like, hey, see, look, apparently this is from their wedding. Does this look like a normal wedding to you? You know, she's like, uh-huh. All right. Whatever. I know. I'm so deep into the internet that I know information that you won't be privy to for probably another 20 years. In 20 years, you'll be like, hey, you know, I saw a documentary on Taylor Swift and how she's like this satanic witch and does all this crazy stuff. Did you know that she was eating children every stop that she went? Every place that before she would do a giant concert, she'd be killing chickens in the back. Did you know this? She's like voodoo, crazy Santeria lady. Oh, really? Huh. In a nutshell, Sean Connery style. Village. Do not click on the YouTube link. Do not click. I mean, believe me, the doxing stuff that happened with us a little while back got her all set with, like, the larger internet. Makes her, she wants me to not be connected to the larger internet either, but the seal's been broken. I can't stuff it back into the box. Pandora's box is cracked. I can't use enough duct tape to get the things back. That's just the way it is now. Oh man, getting dry mouth. So yeah, I wet my beak last night again, doing the second episode of Complaint Lodge, which I had some actual complaints. It wasn't just like stupid drama bullshit. It was like actual things that are happening in the world, and I had really good complaints. And then my microphone didn't work very well. I think I figured it out though. Well, also, you know, power must have gone out or something. I always sleep my freaking laptop, and then when I turn it back on, the settings are the same and everything's the same as it was. And I've been honing and tweaking and trying to get it perfect, and it was great for a while. But as soon as there is down in the basement, there's like a kill switch for most of the outlets. If I flip that switch and I shut all the power off, then yes, the computer completely shuts down and then has to reboot, and then all the settings change and everything gets fucked up again. or if the power goes out and I didn't know, which is very possible. It happens sometimes. Oh, God, what's this guy say? There's a reason why people don't do this many drive streams. Eventually become die streams. Yeah. I haven't done a drive stream in at least a week and a half, you know? Actually, I heard that dude Bacon Bits mention it. He was like, you know, I want to watch Luke do shows, but not when he drives. Be safe, you know. And I'm like, oh, you know, that's true. So, but then I'm like, oh yeah, he's a Canadian. They're weak. But sometimes when I'm driving and I'm just listening to music, or I'm like playing a video and I'm listening to it on the YouTube, I get into this like zone where I almost drift off the road sometimes. I mean, that's not what happened the time that I crashed into the I crashed into the woods and totaled my car. Not at all. No, I was actually excited today, and I was like up and bouncing around, and because I was going to like fill out some paperwork for my new job. But driving the same route, the same highway every day, you know, I get into this autopilot mode. So if I'm not having other things going on like this, I mean, what am I going to talk to myself the whole time like this? Is that what I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm already fucking crazy as shit. You know, Sean Connery style. That's right. I did watch a movie with Sean Connery in it yesterday at work. And, you know, I was watching The Untouchables, which I'd never seen, really, which was an okay movie. I mean, it was all right. It came out in '87, so what am I expecting, really? You know, but it seemed like it was trying to piggyback on the whole gangster thing from the late 70s and early 80s. And yes, it was about Chicago and what's his name, you know, Al Capone, and but it just seemed very surgical. It just seemed very like cut and dry. Sean Connery was cool in it, you know, this old beat cop who Kevin Costner or Elliot Ness decides to hire because it seems like he knows what's up. You know, he's been in Chicago so many years, and he knows that people are corrupt, and he knows who not to trust and things like that. And you know, it was all right. It was all right. You know, but I guess if I had seen it years ago, before like Quentin Tarantino movies came out and things, I would have been like, this is amazing. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I wet my beak again. Oh yeah, and so last night, I had set the start time to like 11:20. I got downstairs around 11:45. Hey man, no one's waiting for me to start a show right now, so whatever. I can be 20-30 minutes late, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm still establishing myself again in my solo endeavor, which I feel like I'm doing a lot better now in my solo endeavor than I did before when I was doing Luke Cosmos. Oh man, yeah, it was very scattered what I was doing, and I was trying to do weird concept type stuff that no one was getting. Maybe I'm still doing that. No, I like what I'm doing now, the Complaint Lodge. It actually gets me to start thinking about like what are the big questions and the big problems that are happening right now that I can sort of delve into and use the Complaint Lodge template as a way to really, really dig into things. That's what I like about it. But so I start the show, I start the theme song, I got a bunch of pictures lined up. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna flash through these AI pictures while the theme's going. It's like I have an intro, but I'm doing it I'm doing the clicking myself. I didn't have to make an intro, like make a video and upload. I'm gonna do it live. I'm like live editing this shit. This is great. A minute into the song, my browser updated and then reset itself. So I'm like, all of a sudden the computer goes ding and black screen. I'm like, what the I just start, what's going on? I don't know. What? And I couldn't hear the song anymore, and I couldn't hear what the hell was going on. I'm like, what the? And it took like another minute for it to finally, oh no, maybe, yeah, finally went back to the EV Mux login page, or the studio page, whatever. And like, oh, okay. And right then I think I did switch through a couple of pictures, and eventually, I'm gonna have to get over here. Move, truck. Eventually, I got back on. I'm like, all right. And now I'm gonna do my little, the extension of the intro. It's a little lower that I talk over, and I kind of get into the groove through it. And I'm introing the show now. I'm doing my little monologue. It's only me, so I guess the whole show's a monologue. But then my camera's not working because my Microsoft Outlook had like reset itself, right? So I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, and then I started that song, and then I couldn't, my camera wasn't working, and I didn't know if my microphone was working, and then I had to like get out of the EV Mux and reload back in, and then it was taking a minute, and then I did see a little dialogue box that said, oh, your Microsoft Outlook has updated. I'm like, motherfucker, that's what happened. Right when I'm starting this show, it decides to update. I gotta shut that off. Automatic update bullshit. Come on now. I probably like never updated it, so it needed it. It probably needed it, but still. Oh man, see, I am gonna be late for work. I knew it. Running late, running late. Not because I was drinking. No. And I didn't drink that much. That was pretty good though. The Blue Moon Extra, the large can of Blue Moon. It's an 8% beer that they make now, and apparently it says on the front that there's Valencia orange peels inside that are mixed in with it. It didn't taste chunky, but it wasn't bad. That is one of the beers when I'm out having a meal, I'll get a Blue Moon. That's a nice one. It's a smooth beer. It's not too bitter. It's not too harsh. I'm not a huge beer drinker, but that's a pretty good one. It tasted nice. So now that I've done another show and now I'm doing this, I'm getting excited again. Like literally, I felt like my brain was dying when I wasn't doing shows. Like, I don't. This is something I've been doing for years now. Maybe not super consistently. I've been trying. I've been trying, man. But now when you just completely rip it away from me, it's like, I start to feel depressed again. Literally, doing shows is one of the things that helped me heal from my depression, and probably has been keeping it at bay for a little while. And that's what the wife doesn't understand. Hopefully now she's doing some therapy, and she's she's getting driven crazy by staying home with the kids all the time. And I'd say she's just like, maybe we should get camp for them. I'm like, yeah, we can afford that right now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, it's just, I can't get anything done, and they're always this, and they're always that, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of shit that I gotta get, like, I gotta fix some stuff. We have this, like, it's not an in-ground, well, it's not it's an above-ground pool, but it's not like a giant one. It's a pretty good-sized one. It's more than it's not an inflatable. It's bigger than that. I gotta get that. It's all set up in the side yard so that she has somewhere to put these kids, and they can be outside and being crazy instead of inside the house being crazy all the time. And you know what I mean? So I got all this fucking work to do over the weekend, and building like a fenced in area. I'm probably going to build the fence myself since I can get some lumber for cheap now. And, I just got to, she's like, oh, you think, don't they make gates? Yeah, they make gates, but I could probably build one custom size to be like, I want a 42-inch gate. I don't want a 3-foot. I want a 3.5 foot, so it's big enough that I can actually get some cool stuff in there. Anyway, I gotta do so much work for her not to be crazy. But I started telling her, see, I was here for years, doing this for years, and it drove me fucking insane. It did. It drove me insane, and it drove me fucking depressed. She's like, oh, now that's gonna happen to me. Like, but I'm trying to, like, I'm the narcissist, huh? I'm the narcissist. I'm just trying, like, this is a little taste of what's been happening to me for a decade. A decade! You've been here for 2 months. I was here for 10 years with little children, little ones, changing all their diapers, doing all the bullshit. And yes, raising them too and turning them into very smart individuals, but still. Little empathy for me? No, that's not in the cards. Men don't get empathy. We don't, it doesn't matter what happens to us. Because we're supposed to be strong. Oh, no. Men and women are the same. We're no stronger than them, but don't tell anyone about your troubles, or you're a piece of shit, or you're a weak motherfucker. Yep. But don't just be a stone. Don't just hold it all in and be a statue and not show your emotion. You still gotta be kind. You still gotta be nurturing. You still gotta be all these things. But don't tell me about your trauma and your bullshit. I'll just tell my trauma everywhere, and everything I do, I'll tell you why I'm doing it, because of my trauma, because of this, but if you tell me about yours and the problems that you have, oh, what's wrong with you? Yep. That's just how it is, I guess. But men are weak. Men are just weak. We're pieces of shit, no matter what we do. Why didn't you do the thing I wanted? Because you didn't ask me or tell me? Like, I'm not a mind reader. Not, especially not a crazy person's mind reader. Anyway.